Hi everyone, welcome to BumbleBeeCrafts. Thanks for tuning in to another video from me. It's Wednesday, so I'm carrying on with my pink rose journal that I've been doing. I'm carrying on from Monday. I have done a few little bits on some of these other pages off camera, but you'll see those when we do the final flip through. I just have a few pages left in the middle that I want to finish decorating, and then hopefully I can get on to doing some ephemera making in this video as well. So I'm going to start. I've got these bits laid out here ready, what I want to add. This is where we got up to last time round when we put the fabric flip on and I put the little tab on here. I've added a word here, and I'd like to put some lace on the bottom of this. So I'll just grab a tissue and get rid of my glue goober. So how's everybody doing? I hope you're doing well. I am filming this ahead. It's such a lovely sunny day today. Really is beautifully sunny. It's cold wind though, very cold wind out there today. But still, you don't mind when the sun is shining. It just makes everything so much nicer, I think anyway. Yeah, it's got curled slightly when it was on the roll, so by doing the glue like that, that should uncurl it. There we go. Yeah, I just think that finishes that off really nicely. Just adds a little bit of decoration to the page, flips out with the writing, and I've left that there. Now I want to just ink around these couple of bits. That can just decorate that page, and you get some little bows in this little freebie set from Calico Collage, and I just thought a little bow on there would be nice, something different rather than a butterfly, which I usually always adding butterflies to things. So I am filming this after lunch today. I was busy this morning making, well, should I say trying to make my hubby a birthday cake. I have made this cake thousands and thousands of times. It's an old recipe, but I've adapted it to be gluten and dairy free, and it works perfectly. I've made it loads and loads of times as a gluten and dairy free cake, which means I can enjoy his birthday cake as well, because he's fine, he can eat whatever, anything and everything he can, bless him, but I can't. I have to avoid gluten and dairy, and I'm also a veggie, so yeah, this cake, and I mixed it all up because of how my fibber and everything is. I've got a food mixer, one of those standing cake mixing things, and I would use that, so it makes it so much easier for me. You know, I can manage to do that, plan it into my day and everything. Alright, yeah, I didn't want that to happen. I just want it on this top bit. There we go. Yeah, and I done it all, got it all prepared in the oven, checked it, it looked all done, and when I was putting the skewer in, I thought, it's really soft at the top, cooked but soft, and it felt like it was resisting going in at the bottom. So I thought, oh gosh, have I burnt the cake? No, I don't know how it happened, but you have this thick layer at the bottom that's almost like the fat and the eggs and everything have separated to the bottom, and you've just got air at the top. It's like, what on earth has gone wrong? I honestly do not know what has went wrong with that cake. So yeah, back to the drawing board. So that's what I was doing this morning, because as I said, I'm filming this ahead. Yeah, I was doing that this morning and went to get it out of the cake tin after lunch and think about icing it and everything like that. No, So I'm going to have to rethink, and I'm probably going to do chocolate brownies. I should have just done chocolate brownies in the first place, but I had some butter icing left in the fridge, and I wanted to use that. It's just classic Victoria sponge. I'd layer it up with some strawberry jam, some butter icing, ice it all over and everything. So no, he's going to have to get a little tray bake of chocolate brownies, because fingers crossed nothing should go wrong with the chocolate brownies. Oh, I've never had that happen to me before. I honestly just do not know what went wrong. It obviously was not my day today or this morning to bake, so I thought I'm better off crafting. Okay, so yeah, that's on there. That just adds a little bit of decoration, and I think I said this in my last video. When I'm putting pages together that have got elements like this, I look at the composition of it as a whole. Even though you've got these that flip out, flip up and everything, I still like to look at that page. And now I think that's nice and complete. I'm happy with that. So on this page, I wanted to put this big paper bag that I made, but I just want some decoration. Now it's really pretty paper on there, so I'm just thinking that a nice big word or something on there would go nicely. Just give it a nice ink. There we go. So what do we want to put on here? Let's have a little look at our words. I'm just going to move these over so that I've got space to move that up and bring the paper bag down. Oh, that's still too long. That you can learn a lot of things from flowers. Never mind. Embrace possibilities. It's quite small. I was thinking a bigger word, but they're all quite, unless I just do beautiful. Let's just snip this. There we go. Yeah, unless we just have the word beautiful. Where do we want it? At the top, somewhere there. Ah, it might, oops, throwing my scissors around. Oh. Yeah, it still kind of annoyed me, that cake, really has. It takes a lot of energy for me to think about doing some baking and things like that with my fibro, so I plan it all out with what I was going to do for today so that I didn't drain my energy too much. I like that actually. I think some lace behind it, that would look really nice. And now, you know, there's all the washing up and everything afterwards as well, so I've done bits and yeah, just frustrating, very frustrating. That's not so bad if it was going at the top. Do we want to, I don't want to cover up too many of the butterflies. So I think we'll see, what else have we got? We've got this bit. We could cut a bit of this down. Don't think it'll fit that way, will it? No. What do we think? A piece of that? Yeah, this one's better. Okay, so let's cut this. And about there. That goes in a little bit, that can go in there. So we'll just have that there. Do you know, I think that's all it needs. I don't think I need anything more. Although I'm looking at this now and thinking maybe we could double layer a bit behind that. don't know what this came off. I think it came off of some kind of flower wrapping or something. It's really pretty. Yeah, it looks like it was tied on something. And I don't think it came on anything that I had. I think it must have come on something in a little pack of odd bits that mother-in-law gave me. She often saves me envelopes and packaging and things like that she thinks I might use. I'm just trying to straighten that up a little bit and see what that looks like. Do you know what? I do actually like that. When that goes on the page, it makes a real nice pop of colour. Okay, this looks like we've got lots of little bits, so let's glue this. I don't know if it's material, it's sort of stiff. It might be cotton that's had like a glue over it or something. Anyway, let's give this a bit of an ink. Just add a nice pink hue to it. Like so. And we want to glue all these bits on it. I'm just going to place that over it. Like so. And then nice blob of glue down here. Like so. And we've got a nice big stringy goover. Oh, look at that. Is that straight? That looks straight. Right, use one of my weights. Okay, move that to the side, bring this down. Now that's going on that page, and on this page I wanted to do just a cute little tab with this lovely ribbon, and I was going to put a bow on there, keep that nice and simple. So that's that side. And that's that side. Lovely. Give this an ink. Probably off camera again. I have adjusted the camera. It's not too bad actually, not too bad. You can zoom in a lot easier on this video as well, so that's a good thing with this new phone. So if I'm doing smaller detailed little bits, then I can zoom in and you guys will be able to see it a lot easier. Right, I'm just going to put that under there while I weight that one down. sorry, that dropped that. That was a big clunk. Now I'm going to have this on as a side loading pocket, and then you've got the paper bag pocket as well, so I don't want to glue this side. Okay, so I want to go about there. I think that looks about level. Oops, just trying to get it all. There we go. Move that out of the way. So that's nice and stuck on that little flip. Now on, let's move that to the side. On this book page, I've got this little pocket that flips down. So it's going to go on as a pocket, 3 sides. So I think we'll glue it and then I'll put the lace on afterwards. Oh, I haven't inked it. I haven't inked it. Okay. Okay, so that's that bit. So we need to then ink along here and this, and then all the inside, because the inside is white, but that gives us some really nice writing space. Yeah. Some hidden little writing space within a pocket. I just like to do the creases there. So I want glue along here and along here, so it's a little tuck spot. Wire that down, and then that little bit of lace will go on the bottom. Okay, just sticking. Yeah, I think that is. So I can flip that page over. Give that a few more minutes. I've got these ready to go on the centre pages. I'll do that bit in a minute. Give it a bit to dry. These are the strips that I've got from my scan and cut. Got some lovely bows there. They would be nice. Decorate up a little page or something. That would be nice down the centre with some paper behind it for a belly band. And then that one's just a cute little flower one. I've got some in this colour. The ones that I've used already is this lovely leaf and flower bud one, and then this one's just a really thick border one, which is nice. I think there is more borders on there. It's just that these were the ones that I liked to do and print out. I reckon this should be dry enough now for me to... I'm just thinking if I put the lace on here, when we open it, of course that's going to make that up. Maybe I'd put the lace down there. Actually put it on this bit so that when that flaps open. Yeah, let's do that. Let's change. We'll have the lace on this side bit instead. I just want to make sure I don't stick it to the page behind, so I'm just going to put that in there, weigh that down, and then we can stick this on. Okay. There. Let's get rid of that blob of glue. That will make that work perfectly then, and it's still got a bit of lace on there. Yeah, I think that looks nice. I'll leave this page blank, and that way it can be decorated by whoever buys the journal. That's going to go on the edge here. That's what I was thinking. Not sure whether to put anything on there. I think I might leave it. I think I might leave that. Okay, so I'll bring back this. I think I'm just going to do a couple of little lines down here, down the edge. That's on there nicely. Yeah, that looks nice hanging out the side of the page. So this is the centre page, and I just need to glue this envelope together. So I'm going to go down, around, and down, around, and then up here, up here. I need to do that, do I? Just need to Need to weigh this down now. And then I think I've got, let's have a look in the ephemera and see if I've got something that the envelope flap could tuck into. Spring flowers, a couple of those might work. Oh, we've got a couple of stamps, that would be nice perhaps on the front. There we go. I'll have a look at those and see what we think. Oh, it's got a stamp on the front. There we go. We don't need a stamp. We just need a little something on here. I don't want that. I don't want spring flowers. No, I think I like this. So let's give this an ink. And then go across here. Now, what I like to do is pop it like so on the page, then fold that down and tuck that on. That can be straight. There we go. We'll just weigh that down, and that's that little envelope complete. I'm not going to do anything on this page. I'm going to leave that one as it is, but this is going to go on this side, and then we've got a little pocket here as well, so we'll leave that to the side. Just see how we're doing for time. Yeah, about coming up for half an hour. So I might not get to the ephemera today. I'd like to. I'd like to at least do a couple of bits of ephemera on camera for this. And then I'll get it finished, and it will be, the flip through video will be Sunday, and that'll be up for sale once it's completed. So I definitely want that. Let's just roll this on the corner of my table. It's unfortunate that my table's got a nice curve to it, so any pieces of paper that curl up I can just unroll. So I really want that on there, but I would like a word on here again as well. I do like using my little words. I think it can have one of these smaller ones. Just for you. There we go. That's what I'm going to use. I'm going to shorten this a little bit. There we go. And then I was just going to have that just for you. I want that over that side. Now I can't decide which side. No, I think I'm going to have it up that side. Okay. Doesn't need any backing this, so I can stick this down straight away. So get that straight. Put that on that. Doing. Yep. Yeah, I'm going to leave that as it is. It's got the stamp on it already. Okay. Move that up there. Bring this down, and we'll put the trim on this page. It's going to go. Yep, that's the front. Yeah. That's on that page. That's nice, because even on that side it looks really pretty. I like that. Okay, so we can pop the pocket on here now. We've just got a couple of more bits to do, and then our pages are all decorated and we can start filling them with ephemera. I do know I will need to make some ephemera for this. Okay, let's move this down. Oops. I've been very clumsy today. Makes me think I did do something wrong with the cake. But I followed the instructions. Like I said, I've made it so many times before. And as you can tell, it's still bugging me. It's still bugging me that I got it wrong. I still wanted to use this in here. I like this that I made. Little cluster. Maybe we can find a little spot somewhere for it. Okay, give that a few moments to weigh it down. Really needs to go on the top of one of the bigger pages, because you've got these little pearls, string of pearls on there. Don't know, not sure. We'll find somewhere for it. Yeah, that looks like that's stuck. So now I just want to put a bit of lace trim on the bottom. Like so. There we go. That's a nice sweet little pocket there. Okay, so I was going to do a little tab on here and then add this on as a little pocket. Makes it easier if you unglue your glue before you mark it with your finger. But there we go, I managed. side. And that side. And then on here, I just want to, I'm going to use Fabri-Tac because it goes over the ribbon. And there's that. No, it needs to be a thinner bit. Maybe a bit of that. I've got an idea. If I, oh, it's going to cut right through that, isn't it? I'm going to chop it just after that scallop. And then I'm going to cut this so that it's a straight top. And then I just wonder what that on there would look like. I think it would have looked better if it was tucked underneath it. Should have thought of that first, shouldn't I? Yeah, I like it, but I think it would have been better tucked underneath. I don't think I've got, I don't really want to use another piece of this. I used some of that on there, and I don't have any small ribbon or anything. Just looking to see what I've got in here. No, I'll just have to leave that. Leave it as it is, that's fine. I think it still looks, again, a composition of everything I think looks nice. Okay, let's trim these down a bit. And pop our fabric flip, and this is just a plain flip this time. There's no hidden pockets or anything in here. Doing my trick of my little bit of glue page in there. I'm going to need to fill my glues up again before I start my next project. I use that much. It's surprising how much us crafters go through glue. I need to order some more Pritt sticks. I've only got a couple left. Just move this down so that I can gauge where I've got that straight. There. Looks about straight. Now, I did put some butterflies further up the front, but this middle bit doesn't seem to have many butterflies in. There's more birds in this bit. Oh no. Okay. It's dry enough. I think we can flip that over. Oh yes, I wanted to create a little pocket on here, didn't I? I've done these fabric pockets before. Do I want that? I've got some of this gingham actually. This might be nice. Haven't used any of this in the journal. I'm just wondering if we put a bit of that along there. And we've got some really thin. How thin is that? Let's just audition a few little bits here and see what we think. It's too wide to go in there, you lose the gingham and you want to be able to see the gingham. So I'm thinking I'd put that underneath it. Okay, and I just have an idea as to, I think that is just too long, isn't it? Oh, only just. I'm going to cut it out and I'm going to see if it will work. Okay, definitely want the gingham on here. So we're going to cut you there. I got these in my local food supermarket in Tesco's about a year ago in their Easter section. I was very surprised to see them and thought, oh, they would be nice. Then I want to do exactly the same length of this. And what my thought is with that there and that there, oops, the word would fit in the gingham nicely. Oh gosh, I don't know, I hope my camera is not picking it up. I can hear music next door. The telly's getting louder and louder with the next door because they're getting older and older, bless them. We're hearing their music a lot more, and their TV late at night as well. Yeah, I like that on there. I think that's really nice. Okay, these words can go back. It just fits. I've been wanting to use this sentiment. You can learn a lot of things from flowers for a while now. Okay, needs an ink. There we go. And I just want to do my trick with the lighter on the ribbon because one end is already starting to fray. There we go. I don't want it to fray anymore. Right, so that's going to go along the top there. I think it might be easier to put the glue on the ribbon than that material. Give myself a bit of space. And get rid of the glue goober. Okay. Now I've done these, I've got a tutorial on how I make these on one of my Fabric Friday videos, so do go and check that out if you're interested. They're fairly easy, you can probably see it's quite self-explanatory what I'm doing here. So I want a bead of glue on that edge and a bead of glue underneath it. And then this we'll just tuck on here like that. There we go. And then some glue on here. good to go. There. Yeah, that's a really nice sweet pocket that's going to go on there. I might just have to trim a little bit off of here. And the same with this one, it's overhanging ever so slightly. There we go. Yeah, glue that down, and that's a lovely little fabric pocket. As I said, I do wanted to include quite a bit of fabric in this one. So how are we doing? 46 minutes. Okay, we're all right for a few more minutes. Let's get this glued down. Okay. So again, I'm just going to weigh this down. And then we can decide on what we're going to do on here. I think I'll look back and see what I've done on those other ones. Let's have a little look at what other tabs we've got. We've still got these three things that are potential tabs, pockets, that kind of thing. Maybe that would work. I'm wondering if we put some fabric tape down there and just attach that to there. That's going to be plain on that side though, so no, I don't think so. Although I'm now wondering whether a couple of my little butterflies, what have we got? Should we put that on there or should we leave that? I'm undecided, so when I'm undecided I tend to leave it. I can always add it at a later stage, I think. Right, let's have a little look at our pocket. The tack's pretty quick to dry. Yeah, that's nice. I like that. So yeah, let's see what we did. Where are we? We're on this page, aren't we? Yes, we are. Oh, I left, oh, that's all I did on that one. Should we do something like that on here? Just to add a little something. Let's have a look at the other little flowers we've got. I'm conscious not to cover those holes up. That's quite sweet. The vases. Oh, actually, I quite like that. The others are all quite big. They'd be nice on some of the tags, decorate them, the tags and that up with them. Just wondering about that. There we go. Just put that on there. Yeah, I'm just going to do that at the top of this one for something a bit different. I'm literally just going to glue the top little bit of it on. There's a little page tab. Hold that down for a moment. And then I think we are done. So I might not need to use these. I can always put this in a pocket instead. That would fit in there instead of tucking it over the page. There's no reason why I can't. And I think we will still use the envelope. So let's just see what time we're at. 52 minutes. Gosh, it's taken me that long to do this. Okay. Just see. Yeah, we're up to where I'd already done. So they were the pages that we've created. So what I'm going to be doing next is doing some ephemera. I've got these lovely collage boards. I've collaged on the back and the front, ready to cut them up. This one has already got a crease in there, so this is going to be a double journaling card. But this one I'll probably cut into a couple of tags or something. And we've got some smaller pieces there as well. I've got a couple of these that I want to decorate to put in. I've got various different tags that I think would work to go in, and some journaling cards. So I'm going to decorate some ephemera, put the pieces in that I've already got here, and then I will be back on Sunday with a complete flip through of the completed journal, and then she'll be for sale in my Etsy shop. So I hope you've enjoyed crafting along with me, getting the this journal finished, and I will be back in my next video, which is a Fabric Friday. So have your fabric ready for some more fun on Friday. Take care. Bye.